Half your baking things live in the oven. Is that too noisy? Are you filming? So, if you're anything like me, maybe I need to put on a pair of shoes instead of slopping around slippers. Hi possums, we're back. Thanks for watching again. It's really good. Just click like and share if you'd like. It's really good that we're getting such a lot of interest on our little shows. Today we're going to do an Easter table. Actually, I'm going to do two, a formal one and an informal one, so you can choose to copy or whatever you like. A lot of it is bits and pieces that come out of the garden, a lot of the things that I've had over the years. We're just going to make a simple, well, one we're going to do a formal table just for fun. This Easter there'll just be me and my daughter, so I'll be missing out on my other child and my grandchildren and people that come to visit. It's all going to be a bit sad, but we have to make do. We have no choice. We have to stay home. So today we're just going to do an Easter table. I'm going to keep doing the things that I've always done because I'm not getting out of my routine, and I'm not going to stay in my pyjamas all day and sock. So here we go. I've set the table. I've got an extension table, so it's out to full. I'm going to do it for 6 people. Usually it's more, but 6 today, but it'll just be 2. And I'm going to show you first how to fold a napkin into a bunny. So I'll just get you one that I've done earlier. They're just little bunny ears. I got them off YouTube. There's lots of YouTube people doing them, and they work quite well. So I'll show you how I saw this one come out off YouTube. So I use cloth napkins, but you can use any napkins you like. Just fold it in half, and then half again, like that. And then just take the middle centerpiece, and then the center again. And children can probably have a go at these. If you just go to YouTube, you'll find how to fold all these and probably do a better job than I will. And then you fold that corner up to that center, and that corner up to that center, and then you fold this in to here like that, and again on this side. So basically they're your ears, and then whip it over on its tummy and turn this piece up like this and come back, and then over to the front, and then I tuck that into there a little bit, and if you've got any space you can tuck that there. And so there you have your ears and kind of a little bunny. It looks kind of cute on a plate. You can just play with it then. So I just made 6 of those, and they work quite well. They're a bit fragile, but they do work, and that looks cute on the plate. And I think Easter is full of lovely, soft, gentle colours, but it's up to you. You can do what you like. But this one we're going to do the formal one, so I'm going to show you how to do it. This year I went looking for my Christmas things, so I found my, usually have these for Christmas, these chargers. So they're a lot of fun. If you've got chargers at home, you don't have to use them, but I just happen to have some, so I'm just going to put some chargers into 6 place settings around the table. I've chosen this year to use these plates that I have. I don't use them terribly often, but they're a little dramatic, but I thought we'd have a bit of drama this year. So I'll put 6 of those around. With Easter, you can have it as formal as you like, or as just fun as you like. There's nothing you have to say, well, you have to have a formal lunch or anything like that. Just a fun lunch, or a breakfast usually in our case. So you can turn it into scrambled eggs on toast with a bit of bacon if you've got it, or just scrambled eggs on toast, or a boiled egg. Simple as you like, but if it's served up beautifully, it tastes better. So today I'm just going to use my gold set that I like to have, and I'm just going to put the knife and the fork on the side, like so, just for a change. Now to put a little bit of interest on the table, little centerpiece, and I've just got a runner going up the center of the table. It's got some Easter eggs and straw on it. It looks kind of cute, and that does too with that. We've got Harold here. He always comes out every Easter. I love him. And I've got a tree that I had over the years, and I just put some little eggs on it. And this year I put the Christmas lights on it because we need a bit more brightening up. We'll have these glasses today. These are French glasses that I that I like. They can go out today. Mostly the children just have a milkshake in these, but have what you like really. So we've got the basics going now. We've got glassware, knives and forks, plates. Now we put our little rabbits on the plates, rather cute. You don't have to have things. You can go out into your garden if you've got a garden and find little bits and pieces. Over the years, sometimes I've only ever had blackberries, and with the leaves turning autumn colours, they look really pretty down the centre of the table. So I've done that too. I like rustic things too. In fact, it's probably my favourite. So there we've got our serviettes on the table now, starting to look a bit interesting. Fill it up a bit more. Let's put some little rabbits out now. Got these at one of the stores, not sure which one now. They're pretty. There's lots of them in the shops, I believe. I haven't been to a shop for a long time, but they tell me that there are. So these can go on each plate, so they look kind of cute. Because I haven't been out of the house or out of my property for a while, somebody delivered these for me the other day. So these are fun little carrots. They look like little umbrellas, but they're a carrot on a string. So I thought they'd be fun on the table too. You can pop them like that. Children love all this sort of thing. We're going to miss our children this year. No children around. I miss their laughter, their fun, climbing the trees. I miss all that. It's horrible. Never mind. We'll get it back. And I've got just a little tray that belonged to my great-grandmother, and I just put some little tiny chocolates on that too. They're a bit of fun. They can go on the table too. Our last show we did some marshmallow rabbits to show you how to make marshmallow. It's a nice product to make and simple, inexpensive. So we made a rabbit with marshmallow, popped it in under the cloche, and we did a smaller one, a little tiny bunny, which is rather quaint. So we had a couple of moulds that we could use. But as I said in the last program, that if you don't have any moulds and you've got, say, something to make cakes with, you just pop them in those. And that turns out a little nice mouthful of marshmallow if you're inclined to eat marshmallow, which I am. So there we have, that's the table done. So now all you need to do is make something for Easter. So hot cross buns, scrambled eggs if you're having breakfast, boiled eggs. You can do eggs, poached eggs with avocado and something delicious on some nice homemade bread. That makes a nice breakfast if you've got a lot of people coming. If your family is in your own special household, and we haven't got a lot of people coming, we've only got myself and Sophie, which we'll have some fun. table number 2, I'm going to just do a rustic table. I haven't tried putting lights down an Easter table before, but I'm going to give it a go. Usually I put it on a Christmas table. But I found these a couple of years ago in the shops before I went to Europe, and I really like them because they're just light and pretty, and you can make them just stay on just without flickering, which is fun. Now, I've been out into the garden. I love rustic looks, so I've just cut a whole lot of foliage. It's autumn and it's beautiful, and the leaves are turning bright colours, and the last of the roses are out, and it's just beautiful this time of year with foliage and things. So I've just bought in a whole heap of bits and pieces. Just going to put them down the table pretty simply, just for fun. So let's have a look. Put down the green first if you've been out. If you haven't got a garden and you don't have any foliage, go for a walk. I'm sure you'll find bits and pieces. Take your scissors with you and you might find bits and pieces. Now, I've got a jacaranda tree in my garden, so that's a piece of jacaranda. I hope it didn't mind if I did that. And these are just pieces from a hawthorn tree that I've got, which I don't love, but it's pretty. So I'll just put that down the table like that. Perhaps I'll go the other way and hide the sticky bit. And with the lights coming on, that looks pretty already. Then I've got a couple of Japanese maples in my garden. So I took some green, just put it there, and some that are turning colour. And I left the sticky bits on because they're kind of cute and rustic, and I like that too. So just pieces from the garden, really. Things that you'd probably prune off and chop up and put in your bin. So as I'm doing blue, a bit of a blue theme this time, I found some plumbago that are it's just about finished now, but I thought I'll give it a go. So this is the plumbago. It's really pretty blue colour. You'd probably have to do this on Easter morning because it won't last without water, but it'll do for your table and for the day. Hide it under the foliage. And again, I just like the rustic pieces on there. I just like, oh, that's a little bit too rustic. And you'll probably find little garden spiders have come in, but they don't eat much, you'll be right. The roses, and you've got the rose hips on them. They're beautiful and they just look lovely. And this is a beautiful rose bush, I love it. Plurific flowering, and I don't know what its name is, but I like it. I just might pop that here. That'll do. And I'll leave those little bits on because they're kind of quaint and makes it real and not too stiff and formal. So that's as simple as that. 6, but really only 2 of us. So we're trying to keep happy about this. It's horrible for most of us, but if you're having a bad day, ring a friend, because chances are that tomorrow they'll be having the same bad day and they'll be ringing you. So don't have a bad day all by yourself. We've all had them. We're all having them. We're coping. We have to. And I was thinking back in history, because you can't help reminiscing or going back into history. And you know, after the Second World War, when the world was trying to get back on track, suddenly they're hit with the Spanish flu. It probably just about did a lot of people in, you know, just thinking, can't cope with any more of this. But they did, even though we lost loved ones and it was horrible. So today I've just done, used the big plates as chargers just for fun. So that's that, and now we'll just put some knives and forks around. Drop it. Drop it. Put it down. Good boy. Come here, naughty. Come here, naughty. What would we do without Otto at this time? Okay, now we've got our little bunny ears again. We'll just use these again, so we'll put them to the side this time, just for a bit of a change. As I said before, the children, if you've got children at home and they're looking for something to do, they could sit and make little bunny ears. These little bunnies can hide amongst the foliage. It's kind of cute, isn't it? In amongst the bunny ears this time. Do you think they'll sit? Let's have a look. These are my favourite. They've got a little dragon fly on them. They're a lovely tumbler. And you could call that Easter, I think. It's a very simple table. You can put it together in minutes just by going out into your garden or just going for a little walk around the neighbourhood. You might find some bits and pieces that need pruning, because there often are that the neighbours would be delighted if you just took the pruning shears to them a little bit and just pruned off a few things. It can be done so simply and so cheaply that, you know, you can do 4 or 5 little vases up the table with just little fun things in it that you picked out in the garden. Thanks for watching. It's really been a lot of fun. We've enjoyed doing this so far, and next time we do something, I'm going to show you how to make a banana cake, because I'm just looking over there and I've got 3 bananas that are going off, nobody's eaten. I'm going to show you how to make a banana cake with Philadelphia cream cheese topping. See you soon.